If you put 5 engineers in a room and lots of coffee in a closed room, no windows, how long would it take them to build a replica of your basic application beatbox? Like, give me a sense of like I'm trying to figure out, if I'm one of these all-in-one marketing softwares and I want to add scheduling, I guess my BATNA, best alternative negotiated agreement, is like, well, I just build it myself, right? Like, I'll just get a bunch of engineers in a room and they'll build it. Did you have a number in terms of how much that would cost to do, roughly?
I mean, we did. So the thing is that when we started off, the technology wasn't there yet. You couldn't use any kind of open APIs, open source technologies to create what we created at that time. So that the work that we put into it was definitely way longer than what it would take now. Now, if you put probably 5 engineers into a room and you exactly know what you're going to build, for whom you're going to build it, and the feature set, and you can just replicate it, it probably takes 6 months to build a similar tool. But I do think that the expertise that we built by doing it the hard way and learning the entire technology inside out, knowing what works, what doesn't work, knowing talking to a lot of our users and understanding the pain points helped us build a better product. And also now within Sendable, we actually went through the exercise of replicating a lot of our product and building it not from scratch, but reusing some of it and building some additional things into it. And just those learnings that we had as a team helped us just become way faster and build a better product now. So yeah, it's difficult because you can always say, you can just put in a team, but then and pay for the development from scratch. But a lot of the know-how that the team has gained throughout the years is still very valuable for a company.
Absolutely. And you've also got 25,000 customers, which is nothing to sneeze at. You've also got a brand, you've got reviews on Capterra. Like, there's a lot of equity beyond just the code, but clearly one of the avenues these acquirers could have chosen to take is, well, we're not going to buy you, we're just going to build the feature.
Right.
That
happens a lot.
Yeah. So take me through so you're reaching out to these folks on LinkedIn. People are pretty receptive when you're more direct. You're like, hey, we're going through a process, you guys in. How many serious conversations, how many serious acquirers did you talk to during that time, would you say?
So we reached out to over 100. I think I had with over 100 companies I had first meetings. So my November that year was packed with meetings all the time. Sometimes I entered meetings because one of my team members, he scheduled everything for me, and he did the whole outreach in my name and was really good at that. But that meant that I was in my calendar, I just had back-to-back meetings, and sometimes I entered meetings without even knowing what the company was doing because I was just so overwhelmed. I was so underprepared sometimes for those meetings. So it was an interesting learning curve. I should have definitely prepared better for some of these meetings and maybe spaced it out a little. But at that time, we would just realize, okay, we are now in the process. If those companies want to talk to us, we will have to talk to them right away. So I had a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of work, but it was an interesting.
And how did you approach those calls? I mean, did you, I'm dying to know, you were quite direct in your LinkedIn. Hey, we're going through a process, like role play with me. So we're on the phone. I'm like, hey, I think you reached out. You guys are looking to sell. Is that right, Susanne? Like, what did you say next? Like, what were the first 2 or 3 questions you asked, or how did you take the conversation?
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to be pretty honest, which I don't know if that was a smart approach or not, but I just basically told them that we built a very robust, very good product. Our users really like the product, but we also know that the market is, or that the market is competitive, and that as a standalone product, we can never be as strong as we could be as part of something bigger, and that's why we want to become part of something bigger. And so I kind of tried to, whenever I knew who the company was that I was talking to, I was really trying to also show them how we could integrate our product into their product, where I see the big potential and how much also sometimes revenue potential that could have. So sometimes I did go the extra mile and try to figure it all out so that my pitch was what was more interesting. And sometimes it was just more of an open conversation.